What Do You Do If You Work at the Zoo? By Steve Jenkins and Robin Page. Read with permission from HMH Publishing. What do you do if you work at the zoo? You'll be a zookeeper, a person who takes care of the animals. You'll feed your animals, of course, and you'll do your best to make sure they stay healthy and safe. But zookeepers also have more unusual responsibilities. You might find yourself playing games with a monkey, imitating a vulture, weighing a snake, or even tickling a tapir. Here are a few of the surprising things you might do if you decide to work at the zoo. Cuddle a joey. A mother kangaroo keeps her baby, called a joey, safe in a pouch on her belly. This joey doesn't have a mother, so for the next 6 months, you'll carry it in your own pouch made of cloth. Impersonate a vulture. The king vulture chick is being raised in a zoo, but when it is old enough, it will be released into the wild. To keep it from becoming attached to a human, you should feed it with a hand puppet that looks like an adult vulture. Count a colony. It's important to keep track of all the animals in a zoo. Making a regular count of these Humboldt penguins will ensure that none of them are missing or sick. Rub an aardvark's ears. At home in Africa, aardvarks are nighttime creatures, but in a zoo they are often active during the day. You'll need to slather sunscreen onto an aardvark's sensitive ears to keep them from getting sunburned. Shine a tortoise's shell. Polishing the Galapagos tortoise's shell keeps it from drying out and cracking, and the tortoise seems to enjoy the attention. Give an elephant a pedicure. An elephant living in the zoo doesn't walk miles every day like its wild cousins, so its toenails don't get worn down. The elephant is trained to hold up its feet one at a time so you can file down its toenails. Brush a hippo's teeth. A wild hippopotamus feeds on grass and water plants that don't get stuck in its teeth, but the fruits and vegetables it eats in the zoo can get trapped and give the hippo cavities, so you'll need to give it its huge tusks a regular brushing, just like you probably brush your teeth at home. Puzzle a meerkat. Why hide a meerkat snack? It's not always easy for a wild animal to find food. When you give this meerkat a puzzle, it must figure out which tube has a treat inside. You'll be encouraging its natural behavior. Then warm it up. In Africa, meerkats like to bask in the sun. When it's cold outside, you can help them stay toasty by turning on an infrared heat lamp. Serenade a seal. If you're a musician, try playing a tune for a seal. The music seems to calm them down. Tickle a tapir. A wild tapir rubs its body against a tree to remove ticks and other parasites. In a zoo, it doesn't have to worry about parasites, but the tapir still likes a good rub, and it seems to enjoy a gentle scratch with a rake. Train a dragon. How do you get a dangerous giant lizard to climb into its cage so a vet can give it a checkup? Train it to pursue a red ball on a stick to get a reward. When the Komodo dragon follows the ball into its cage, give it a dead rat. What a treat! Pick up panda poop. Pandas eat almost nothing but bamboo, and they eat a lot of it, which means they make a lot of poop. So get your shovel. It's a dirty job, but somebody has to do it. And not just for the pandas. Zookeepers clean up after all the animals at the zoo. Don't make this at home. When it's hot, kids aren't the only ones that like popsicles. Zoo animals get fruitsicles, fishicles, and meatsicles. You can make a hyena happy with a bloodsicle. Would you want a bloodsicle for snack time? Size up a guitarfish. If you know how to scuba dive, you can measure this guitarfish, a close relative of the shark. Keeping track of an animal's size lets you know if it's healthy and growing properly. Oh my, that's a big snake, and lots of zookeepers. Let's find out what they're up to. Oh, there's another zookeeper. Pick up a python. Keeping track of an animal's weight is one way to make sure it's getting enough food. But to weigh a 350-pound or 160-kilogram snake, you'll need to recruit some friends. Entice an elephant seal. How do you weigh an elephant seal? This enormous animal is happy to flop onto a scale as long as you reward it with lots of yummy raw fish. Introduce a friend. Cheetah cubs usually have several brothers and sisters, but this cheetah was born alone and it seems to be lonely. Try introducing it to a new playmate, a golden retriever puppy. And that is what do you do if you work at the zoo?
Hello, I am Michelle Riggswaller. I'm the president of the Red Meads Parish Library's Friends of the Library, best library system in the state of Louisiana. And very honored to be able to present our otter family some fine books. I understand we have some baby otters. Yep. So they're going to, of course, need books because every child needs books. So the Friends of the Library would love to present these books to our baby otters here at the Alexandria Zoo. First, we have from National Geographic, Peak Otter.
Love it.
As well as sea otters. And I'll give you the bag back when I'm finished. Additionally, Otter Be Kind. I'm assuming this is manners for baby otters so that they are helpful otters for their siblings and parents.
Yeah, with 3 siblings, they're going to need to learn manners.
They are, definitely. Little Otter Learns to Swim. This looks like a good read. Mm-hmm. North American River Otter. It's good to learn about all the different kinds of otters.
Well, and that's their heritage. They're
and that
learning
is
about their family lineage.
And as we all need to do. As an archivist, I am on board with that. And Do Unto Otters, a book about manners. Manner matters. So Do Unto Otters. I'm assuming this is how we can all be better friends to otters. So this is probably a very important book for all of our friends of the Alexandria Zoo and friends of otters everywhere.
There we go.
So let me put this back into the bag so that you can easily gift our fun otter family these fine, fine books, courtesy.
It's going to be great enrichment.
Outstanding. I cannot do this myself. Thank you, ma'am. A Grace for Humans book is not included, but I will look for that. We also have some fun animal otter toys. So let's dig into these. Chew toy! Super cute! And this looks fun and exciting. Ooh,
A snuffle mat.
Snuffle mat! I hope they get many, many hours of enjoyment. And finally, a Bop-A-Lot.
That looks exciting, and I'm not even an otter.
It's treat dispensing, y'all. This is going to be a favorite. And we, again, happily gift these to the otters and to Alexandria Zoo. on behalf of the Alexandria Rapides Parish Library System, Friends of the Library. And we thank you so much for letting us come in and meet distantly our fun otter family. And we am sure encourage all folks to come at zoo hours that are still a little restricted. And support our zoo, support their efforts. They've had some hard times with some weather. And we've all had a hard time with...
2020, it's been a hard year.
So maybe come out to the zoo, think about the otters, think about all the animals, and just relax and enjoy your time here.
Thank you so much. The otter family's going to appreciate all this.
Well, we appreciate the otter family and the zoo family.
Yes.
Thanks.